Um, yeah. Hi. I'm not even close to done to sharing, so 7 more days of this crap. Crap, because that's what it is. Bull crap. Welcome to another edition of the sexually oriented version of the Trudge Daily Trudge. Nobody's here yet, so only the rewatchers are going to get. See, if you're a rewatcher, you actually get more than the people that watch it live with me because the first 3 minutes are chock full of good stuff, man. I have good stuff when I first come on here. I Hi Angel, finally got you. Finally got you, huh? Good to see you. I'm supposed to be sharing. I'm only gonna put this in a couple more groups, and then we'll be done. But we're gonna be talking about delayed gratification today. Yeah, this whole world we live on instant minute, and I fall for it too, right? I ordered a belt yesterday, and I'm waiting on it. Okay, now I ordered that belt in about 45 seconds. I was pretty fucking fast, man. Okay, but the problem is we're all going so darn fast and want everything right now, and we're missing out on a whole set of other things in our lives, man. What it and I know this isn't verbatim, but of course now Ferris Bueller said it. Sometimes you gotta stop and smell the roses, man. You gotta slow down a little bit. I know I can get caught up in calamity and all these other things. Welcome to Daily Trudge. My name's Dion. It's my name. Feel free to wear it out. I hear my name a lot. A lot. Like Dion said. Yeah, I stole it. Just so you know, you don't need to give me credit. You don't need to give me credit. In fact, it's kind of embarrassing. Yeah. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm working through something right now with leadership, and I've been talking to my sponsor and my pastor and things, and it's not easy. You know, when you get messages like, Dion, I've been sober for the last 6 years and all I've ever watched is you, it scares me a little bit because what if you go out? I can't be the only person. You got to get different experiences. I appreciate the compliment. I love it. I do. My ego loves it. My pride loves it. The fact that I'm the center of attention, love it. But I got to be honest, man. It's one of the reasons I've been bringing on other people. I'm glad Daryl's been coming on because if you're just going to listen to me, then what I'm going to do is bring you more experience because mine is not the only one. Mm-mm. And your experience may be different. So even if I'm saying something and your experience is different, please share it. I am not going to get mad because you contradict what I say. We're here to look for answers, the right answer for you. And what might be right for me may not be right for you. But because somebody else said it a different way, it connects, right? Yeah. Delayed gratification. It's aside from accountability, this is going to be the number one skill or your tool, however you want to put it, that you're going to need. One day, alcohol is going to sound good. One day, alcohol will be an option, even if it's for 2 fucking seconds. Okay? Still happens to me. Gosh, that beer looks good. It's usually when I see a Stella Artois. It's the only beer I actually enjoy drinking. Or Newcastle. I'm even drooling a little bit. I also used to drool at dog commercials, so fuck, who knows, right? Yeah, the drinking. Now, when I put delayed gratification and accountability together, I've got a force. It's actually God. Okay. I've got a force. Why? Oh, I can't go drink. I have to meet my sponsor later. I can't drink. I'm chairing the meeting later. When you have service work, when you have accountability in your life, it changes the thought of your mind. Oh, I can't do that now. You do it all the time. You utilize delayed gratification, but it must become intentional. Kahlua is the one for you. Okay. See, I didn't drink alcohol for the taste. I think it tastes horrible. You're like, what's your favorite beer? Well, cold and warm. I'm going to drink it just as fast. Oh, that's cold. The first six is what I call the thirst quencher. Right? But we've all got our hang-ups with different types of alcohol, things like that. And what are they? Well, they're triggers, man. They're triggers, and you got to be responsible for your triggers. Oh, don't post that. That triggers me. Well, then stop following me. I mean, I'm not intentionally trying to trigger anybody. No, I don't go out of my way to trigger people. But I do have hard conversations, and hard conversations are are hard. No, I call them hard conversations, but I don't find them very hard. I really don't. There's a lot of things that we need delayed gratification on. Why do we need delayed gratification, though? Why? So we can live in the now. That's why. I was just talking to another person in the program. Um, you know, I think God wants this transition house so much that I was just pretty much given a program which takes, homeless alcoholics and people that are on the streets through the steps in about 3 days, which is exactly what I need. Right. See, I'm using delayed gratification right now. I'm ready for my fucking location. I'm ready. I'm ready. But God has not said yes yet. He has not given the green light. I've got thoughts, I've got ideas, things like that. But I tell you now, it ain't going to happen today. Well, it might. I don't know. Somebody may call me and say, hey, Dion, I've got this blah, blah, blah. Could you use it? And I don't know. It may happen. I get phone calls like that all the time because of what I do. Right? Anger. Anger, man. Fear. Maybe you need to make an amend and it's really fucking with you. But you're not going to be able to do it for 3-4 days. Maybe they're out of town. Maybe they don't even know about it, but it's eating you up. What are you going to do about this? What are you going to do? You can't let that sit there and eat you. Because as a person, I mean, we feel that pressure, don't we? That when we hurt somebody, that we got to make that amends, man. We got to get that done out of the way because we do not want it sitting. So if I can't do it, what am I going to do? Let go and let God. Give it to, hey, God, I can't do anything about this right now. Can you take it, please? 2 minutes later, I'm thinking about God. This isn't mine right now. Can you please take it? So what does this do? Well, you know, even, a lot of times my day, like today started out, it was rocky as we talking some crap. And then, somebody's tried to take 650, but and it's all squared away before I even went live. Well, I finished it while I was live earlier. Okay. But it doesn't control my day. Somebody may have done something to me. I'll bring up an example. because this is kind of how we are. Like, let's say one day you look great. You look great, and everybody's like, oh, you look good. You look good. And one person says one little fucking thing is off and your day's done. Sound familiar? You ever have those friends that do nothing but look for the bad in you? Those aren't your friends. Okay? I'm going to tell you something. If you're my friend and you are wrong, I'm going to say something to you directly. Nobody else is going to be around. And I'm not going to be mean about it either. When you succeed, you will also get a phone call from me. I love watching people succeed. I love it, love it, love it. This phone call that I just got, let me put it this way, okay? This man's in Oregon, and the Salvation Army in Oregon and California, the two worst states in the country, are following this, and people are staying sober, okay? Since they have started the program, no one has left the Salvation Army, not one person, all right? His name's Monty Man. You can find him on. He's one. I allowed two groups to post. Monty Man, we came to believe, and Chain Breakers. Chain Breakers is NA. Do you know that? It's not AA. You know what happened? They asked. That and Jamie was on my show. Jamie was on my show. She was also on what's that treatment show or whatever, Intervention. Now she was one of the first people on Intervention. I've got stars. I've got people that have been on TV and stuff all over my podcast. I'm going to tell you something. Who cares? Who gives a fuck? Who cares? I don't promote anyway. I don't have a budget for advertising. This is AA, man. All right? A lot of things that are delayed gratification. Remember Christmas when you were a kid? Delayed gratification. Right? Now, let's talk about alcoholics, and because I've just been talking about normal people. Yeah. The first time I downloaded a picture, it took a day and a half, and that was fast. Okay. I had a hell of a. I only did it because I could. Okay, but my phone line was tied up the whole time. Kind of pissed the wife at the time off. I had a very big phone bill. Thankfully, I was AOL beta, so I got a discount. Um, I've been going to AA meetings online since like mid '90s. Yeah, don't you remember those AOL groups? Yeah, yeah, plenty of recovery groups there. A lot of people don't remember, right? Weren't around, you know. But this is delayed gratification is the number one skill that an alcoholic can have. With delayed gratification, I can do a lot of things. I can start my day over whenever I want to. Okay. When I use delayed gratification, I utilize it. What am I doing? What's going on? Number one is humility. It's the number one thing that's going on because you're asking God for help, and that's what humility is. God, I got something going on, and I need your help. Can you give me some direction here? Because my direction sucks. If I leave this brain to decide what is best, it ain't going to work. It might come out okay, but I will have expectations, I'll have requirements, and these other things. And those are deadly to people like me. Anger, resentment, fear. They'll kill you. You don't need alcohol in you to kill you. Alcoholism can kill you even without drinking. Yeah. You think alcoholics only die by the bottle? Uh-uh. See, that's what makes alcoholism different than all the other ones. This is one of the separations. Okay. Let's say you're drinking and you quit, but you don't do anything about it. Okay, we're at the sober horse thief. You have a drunk horse thief, you get him sober. You have a sober, better horse thief. Their actions are the same. See, it wasn't always just about drinking. It was also about the thrill of getting away with it. It was a drama. It was a drama. I don't know an alcoholic. Any alcoholic that says I don't get involved in people's drama is a fucking liar. It's one of the things that keeps us drinking. I've heard too many stories. I've talked to too many people I just know. Okay? I just know. We were trying to fit in. Well, sneaking drinks ain't fitting in. You know, this is an alcoholic mind. I'm only going to go have 3 or 4 so I can drink like a normal person. Normal people don't have 3 or 4. They have 1, maybe. See, you can't even control the qualification. I can't. I never tried. I tried to quit, but never once did I say, okay, I'm only drinking this. No, the thought was, how much do I need to get through the night? Because I can't have any more than that because I drink in blackouts. I do. I drink in blackouts. So I had to watch how much I bought, right? You ever get a pint, you're like, I'm just going to sip it. 10 minutes later, it's half gone. That was me. That was sipping. But I was sipping like every 2 seconds. Drag, drink, drag, drink. Insanity, my friends, insanity. So the alcohol is the first delayed gratification. And how do we do that? Well, we do it one moment at a time. We do it a day at a time, an hour at a time, a minute at a time if you need it. Take it. You know, you see, alcohol and our higher powers don't understand time. But we people need time in order to hold events, meet each other, so we can organize. But that's all time should be used for, that and trust. So time, the utilization of time, okay, is success time? No, because you have a day at a time. So is time success? No, it's a factor. It's a factor. Like an equation, like a math equation. Okay? And that is going to be dependent upon other people, not you. Okay? I have 4 children. Every single one of them started trusting me at different times because they're different people. And it had to happen different ways. It's the only thing that I can utilize time for. Because as an alcoholic, it is imperative that I'm in the now. If I'm not in the now, as an alcoholic, I'm in danger. That's the rule. The benefit is serenity. When calamity and serenity can live under the same roof, you bet. I got problems going on right now, you bet. But there's no reason in being upset about any of them. Right now, I'm here with a couple of my friends on YouTube. And that's all that fucking matters. What is that? That's holding space for other people. Okay? So when you go to your meeting, see this in Zoom a lot. I'm actually wrapping up. I'm actually wrapping up. Well, hey, Lucas, we're not on for another hour, man. You're live right now, by the way, on Facebook. He's testing. Sorry, Lucas. I better send him a message. great. That's my speaker in an hour. So he was just testing the link. So I just sent him a message. Oh, that would have been cool if he would have stayed on though. That would be cool. I thought it was gonna be my sponsor, but he got out of there quick. He's like, I don't want to invade. I'm probably gonna get something from, but now it'll be a running joke. I think it's great. I think it's what it tells me is he's excited. He's excited. It's gonna be a good podcast. You want to know how I know? Because God will be there. Like, I'll let you hear somebody that yeah, I'm going to Ireland. Oh yeah, Ireland. They've got great meetings. Oh, you been to Ireland? No. And there he is. He's right back up. Yeah, I didn't tell him no worries at all, dude. You could have stayed, and I would not have cared. Awesome. Okay, we'll see him in an hour. He got family. It's Friday, 4 o'clock his time. Let him settle in. See, when it comes to the podcast, there's a lot of things that I do. My one job, my only job, my real job, podcasting, is to make the speaker as comfortable as possible. That's all I do. That's all I do. And you know what that is? That's acting, speaking, production, directing, editing. It's the whole thing. I do it all. Like if I put the credits, it would say Dion, 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 Naya theme song. No thanks. You know what I do? I download it. I convert it to an MP3. I compress it. I put it on name on it, and I put it on Podbean. It's all I do. I don't edit. No. I've had to edit once. Okay. You blow anonymity, I'm going to edit. They said a client's name, and that's got it. Nope. Got to be out of there. Right. But otherwise, the show's yours, man. And I've had people bring up really hard things. I mean, it's hard to sit there when you're listening to somebody that you love, that you met in AA, you didn't hear their story, to find out how people treated them. Oh, man. It's hard not to get involved. It is. There are times I start fucking crying, man, because this is where okay, so I can only do one podcast a day because it takes so much empathy, but I'm holding all this space for one person, and it feels enormous, and it feels good, and it feels light, and it's God. It's all God. Ask me what I talked about here. I probably won't be able to tell you in 10 minutes. I don't know. People are like, hey, you remember? No, I don't. Once I start talking, I don't think anymore. And you'll know what I'm thinking because I'll start to go, abba da ba da ba da ba da. But I don't think. This is all gut, all gut. And I do that because I start with my gut, which goes to my heart, which is where God lives. And then it comes out my mouth. Fuck my brain. My brain needs to make sure it gets unmuted and do this and do that. Other than that, I speak the language of the heart. God, his will. What's the right thing? I know that person did something shitty. What can we do to help them? They're spiritually sick. I know it sucks. It hurts. Okay, but when we're done with this, the rewards, the benefits, the good consequences that will happen, yeah. Then you'll get phone calls out of the blue. Hey, you want to do this? You want to do that? And God will supply and supply and supply. Okay. Now, we got to be careful. It is so easy. It is so easy to jump on a bandwagon. I do it. I do it. Talk shit about the homeless. Oh man, you're yeah. Okay. Talk shit about one of my friends. Yeah. Tell me that AA doesn't work. Oh yeah, you're gonna hear. Yeah, I'm gonna say something. You're right. AA didn't work for you. I've got to be careful. I use my backspace button more than anything. Sometimes I'm halfway writing something. I'm like, why? No, everybody doesn't want to hear your fucking opinion, Dion. Are you adding anything to this, or are you starting another argument? What are you doing? What are your intentions? Confusion or harmony? Let's go with harmony, Dion, because that way you can get to the end of your day and feel better about what you're doing. There's delayed gratification again. All right? You can't always get what you want. I know you guys are singing Rolling Stones in your head too, because I am, because that's what I'm saying. But if you try sometimes, you just might find you get what you need. It's all about, he's talking about God. A lot of these musicians are almost always talking about God. Candlebox. Candlebox. They don't even do drugs and stuff. Most of their music's about God. Yeah. Far behind, man. You left me far behind. Don't you push your drugs in my face or I'll beat you your face. Fuck you. Yeah. Song's about a drug dealer approaching him. He's like, fuck you. I don't want your drugs. Yeah. All right. Okay. I have 58 minutes until my podcast. So I still get a little nervous. So thank you everybody for being here. Angel, good to see you. We had some other people. Yeah, if you're not on the app, you can't chat. So that's what happens sometimes. But in 7 more days, a week from today, I might do like a grand opening or something stupid just to mock it. Welcome to Dion's Sexually Oriented AA Live. Today we'll be doing our sex inventory. I'll tell you something. When people utilize sex as a revenge, it's the dirtiest, nastiest, raunchiest way to go. And it tells me where your heart is at. It tells me loads. It tells me everything that I need to know. They're sick. Right? It doesn't mean I have to tolerate bullshit. I will help if they're willing. You bet. God determines that stuff, not me. See? Isn't that easier? It is the easier way for me anyway. All right. Well, it is right now. Catch me yesterday. All right. I love you. Thanks for being here. I love you. Peace out. And